read it every week. So you pick up this book. It is so inspiring. Do it on Audible. If you do it on Audible, make sure you get the one where T. Harv himself reads the book. You'll see he has no patience for broke people, and he knows the secret to not being broke. So, God, I just love this book. I was looking around for it. My daughter took it. I'm taking it back so I can read it again. So, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, T. Harv Eker. That's the book of the week, and everybody read it. It's one of our core 5 also. Peace.
Let's give Michael Shine a round of applause. It's true. That is the first book I hand out to people. They're like, hey, you know, what should I do to get successful? And like, how do I become rich? Like, I want to join your mentorship. And I'm like, okay, before we get that aggressive on how much time I'm going to spend with you, why don't you invest a little bit of time in yourself first? Have you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Yeah, I've read it. Okay. Have you read Secrets of the Millionaire Mind? No, I haven't, but I really want to skip all the reading. I just want to get to millionaire status. It's like, cool. I get that, but I really don't want to waste my time either. And I don't want to waste your time. Let's just get you into the concepts that are necessary. So now we can have a real conversation around being successful. Mike's right, man. I read that book every single day for an entire month while I was getting my mind back right. And I wasn't reading like one page a day. I read the whole book every day for 30 days because T. Harv was like, you got to read this book 12 times a year, once a month. I was like, 12 times a year, once a month? Bro, I'm trying to get rich now. I'm a year from now, I got real issues happening in my life. I got real things I want to create. I was living in Las Vegas and I was tired of being surrounded by all these multimillionaires who were blowing money. And I was out there I'm retired. I'm financially free. I'm 30 years old, financially free, but no, I don't have millions of dollars. And I want to have millions of dollars. And I started listening to the book and I started really going deep. And I said, every week I'm going to listen to this. And then I said, every day I'm going to listen to this. Because in the book, the challenge is there. Listen to it 12 times a month, 12 times a year. So every time he said that challenge, I'd notch it up a little bit tighter. I'd be like, nah, I'm going to go more aggressive. You want to see how rich I can get? Watch me, bro. 100 units ain't shit. We're going to get it. And it's scary if you know you're like that too. If somebody gives you a challenge, you just want to tighten it up, make sure you go a little above, a little better, a little more results, right? Why I could do a little better than they could do. Of course, it's me. Of course I could. You know what you're capable of. And my guess is you probably don't. You probably don't know how much you're actually capable of. So I'm going to encourage you to play with the idea of going for a net worth of the asset classes that you want. Hold them, write them down, put them on a net worth tracker so that you can see it next to the net worth tracker that is reality. What really the truth of it is, it's just your past reality. It's getting older every minute. It's getting old every second. Once that reality is created, it's now an old reality. It's no longer like the present is only present for a second, then it's past, right? So we're manifesting a new reality, and that's what you have to be staring at all times, looking at where you're looking to go, measuring the present against where your desire is. Focus and track your net worth in a way that will grow it for you. Let this thing work for you. Let the reticular activator work for you. Let your subconscious mind pull you towards something. You must see what your future looks like. You must feel what it looks like. You must understand and know what that frame of wealth is in order for your mind to go after it. That's why I moved to Las Vegas for 3 months. I surrounded myself with what I perceived as wealth, what I perceived all the money would be. And later on, after 3 months, man, one day I just woke up, snapped, I drove home, and I had the plan. I knew what I was going to do to build my first $1 million. And within 2 years, I was a millionaire. I was retired by 30, millionaire by 32, multimillionaire by 34. Now at 36, building 100 millionaires, inspired to build 100 millionaires. That's what Alchemist Nation is all about. That's what we're doing here every week. How do we double your income, double your net worth? The video is no longer on Facebook. Yeah, Doreen, I have no idea what happened with the video, but we're recording this. So at some point, this will go out on Facebook, YouTube. I'll make sure that the content is out there for everybody. Hands to camera if this was a valuable lesson. Excellent. Awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you, your questions And so what I want to create is an opportunity right now to have more questions. For everybody who doesn't get their questions answered, there's 69 of us on the call. You're not going to have time to get through everybody. For everybody who doesn't get their questions answered, go to alchemistnation.com and drop a post right in the main chat, and the millionaires on the platform will respond. We're over 700 members, 30 of which, actually, it's a little higher than that now, the 30 of which are confirmed millionaire mentors who've had conversations with me and agree to deliver value. We're actually getting closer. My guess is probably 40. And after 10X, all the conversations I'm having this week, we're probably going to be at 50 millionaires on the platform. Hands to camera if that's cool. That's a lot of value. So let's open up to questions. What are challenges, opportunities, or things that have worked for you? I would love to share some ideas, things that have worked for you that have gotten you an increase of your net worth, or little tips or pro tips for somebody on the call for tracking your net worth, things that are working. And Julie says, hey, Paul, if you want to raise your hand and ask questions. Julie, what are you talking about over there, girl? What's going on?
He's one of my referrals to Alchemist Nation. I met him when I was a 9-to-5er, and he's
bring him in.
Wants to
Bring him in. In fact, Paul, you don't have to ask questions. Share what your biggest takeaway from today was. Sometimes that's the easiest thing to talk about. Biggest takeaway, biggest aha.
I told him some of my success, and I told him that other mentorship graduates would share some of their takeaways from going through mentorship.
Hell yeah. Who here has been through the mentorship and gained some value? Gained some value. First, to unmute your mic, you get to be one of my recorded testimonials, and I thank you and send you blessings. Go ahead.
Well, hello, good morning. I actually been dying to get on a webinar Zoom. Somehow I'd be missing it. But today I was super excited. I couldn't wait for this morning. You can see all the things the times that I message you and Zoom you. So this morning I was waiting. So I'm very excited to be a part of this. I've been following you for a while. I'm a wholesaler, never closed a deal, never did nothing, trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. I'm in school now to get my real estate license. So I think that was one of the things that probably will help me out. So I'm excited. I'm excited to follow you. I can't wait to become actually a part of your mentor. I went to the 10 grand, 10X a long time ago with Grant Cardone some years ago, because I'm here in Miami. So it's just super exciting. I read the book, Rich Man, Poor Man. I'm going to read that book that you guys, just talked about. So I'm just excited to get more knowledge. I'm getting a little younger in my years. So, I'm ready to retire. I'm planning on retiring this year at the age of 62 on my birthday. So, but I need money to do that, bro. Can't do it. So I'm looking forward to working with you guys. So thank you.
Let's give Deborah Felder a round of applause. You better believe she's going to join the mentorship very soon. And she'll be at Be the Bank. I already know that, Deb. And you can retire this year. You can retire rich this year. All it takes is one deal. One right deal done the right way in the right short amount of time frame. And you can grab that extra $1 million or that extra $500,000, whatever's going to change your life.
I'm looking forward to it. I have 16 grandkids, so I'm trying to build wealth for them before I leave this world. So I got this. I'm energized. I do a lot. I feed the homeless. I do a lot. I drive DoorDash to make ends meet. So I got this. So thank you once again.
Hell yeah. Love it. Thank you, Deborah. Sharon, I see your hand up. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I have a couple questions.
We got answers.
One,
I'll defer to the coaches on these.
okay, it's a couple. One, I'm working with an agent, and I have some multi-properties that I'm interested in the New Bedford area. My question is, how do I know it's in an appreciating area? Because that's one of the criterias. I'm not going to buy a property that's not going to be in a good area. I want to make sure it's an appreciating area. And this is just to hold it for a little bit, and then I'm going to end up selling it. So I want to put in a few offers. So that's the first question before I go on to the others. How do I know it's an appreciating area?
So Sharon, emerging markets are the easiest target to look for. If there are warehouses, industrial buildings, if there is, community development within the city is going to be a big tool of yours. So I happen to have grown up 20 minutes away from New Bedford. I know what's going on in the city because I invest in Fall River. They have the train coming in. They have the all of the windmills that are getting installed out in the bay offshore, which is going to be bringing 3,000 jobs. New Bedford's updated and renovated their downtown. There's a lot of artists in there now, and the rents keep rising. There's a lot of real entrepreneurial work going on in the city. So that's an appreciating market for sure. But the train's going to change the game for them once the train's installed, which is 2023. Which, by God, I can't believe we're actually there. I haven't listened to this for the last 6 years, but the train tracks are just about all done, and they're just building the final stations. So, yeah, New Bedford is a phenomenal. It's hard to mess up in New Bedford. Yeah.
Yeah, there was just one person who said, "Oh, you don't want to know New Bedford," but it was only a fleeting thought. One, I don't live in New Bedford, and she was also somebody who knows nothing about investing, and it's like, oh, it's a bad area. I said, that's really ironic because I worked in Marion and they said those people in New Bedford are bad, but there was more drugs going on in the little suburbs than what was happening in New Bedford. So that was the only thing I wanted to just make sure, because that's something that I'm going to be working with. My other question is,
Yes. Walter, can I just make a quick comment? If you're working with a realtor and you know, like, and trust that realtor, because you said you were, they should be a resource for that. They should be able to tell you if it's a up and coming area, and where the bad streets are, where the good streets are, specifically in New Bedford. Yeah.
okay, fabulous.
And if they
I
can't,
just want to
there's plenty that can.
also, in the, well, one of the things that she thought would be really good, if I wanted to buy a property and live in it, I could probably get 3% interest right now, if that's my intention. And going through the appraisal process through the bank. But at the same time, the other side of me is to do OPM. So I'm planning on getting more than one multi-unit. So what do I do? Should I go through this with every intention on having other folks? And it's really interesting because not a lot of agents know about OPM, other people's money, and getting resources. So it's more or less you. And I'm like, no, I'm not looking to do that because I have over $100,000, but I don't want to be using my cash to be putting in. And actually, I've been using my cash like I'm the bank and letting folks borrow it in a bridge loan. So I'm actually looking forward to doing be the bank so that I can capitalize on that even in a greater sense, but also how I can let people know other than one or two. And I know there are some sticky rules with the SEC that you have to follow. So I want to make sure I get that information because I don't look good in orange. Not that kind of orange.
Sharon, let me tell you,
orange looks good on me, but I don't want that one with a ball and chain.
Be the Bank is a fun course. And again, it was built for my millionaire friends who have asked for, how do I do it? How do I lend money? Where does it belong going? Alchemist Financial, I would have a conversation with Frank Montero. Alchemist Financial can do just about any loan that you can imagine, as long as you're not moving into the property. We can do just about any loan, whether it's a business loan, whether it's a real estate flip, a buy and hold, all sorts of different angles, terms. Have a conversation with Frank or go to alchemistfinancial.com and fill out the quick quote button or give us a call button. And Frank is on the other end of that right now. So you got a relationship you already know, like, and trust.
Alchemistfinancial.com.
Yes.
and it's Frank Montero.
Frank Montero, that's my man.
Okay, and so if I needed to have a proof of fund letter, is it going through Frank?
That's right. You can get it done through Alchemist Financial. The proof of funds letter are all handled by Frank Montero. Yep.
Okay, and let me see, was there another question? Is there a problem if I put in more than one offer? Because I'm just, I don't know what issues may come up with putting in more than one offer and people saying either where's the money and then selecting, and should I only do like one? I just don't know the process.
Dr. Terry Wager, save the day on this one, brother. I know you're itching. I see you.
Well, yeah, this is a lot of what we teach in our sales lab and in our programs is how to go about doing what you do. And when you're an investor, you're an offer machine. You want to put as many offers as you can. And one of the biggest problems that people have is they start thinking about how they should go about doing it instead of doing it. And how doesn't get you anywhere. Doing it and then altering it as you do it is what's gonna make you move forward faster. I've had a bunch of clients who were in exactly your situation, thinking about how to do it, and they never got a property doing that. But the ones that actually started jumping in and taking action and getting out of their head and into action, and Aleem was talking about that in the chat, action is the key. You have to submit offers. You have to surrender and get out of your own head and out of your own what ifs and start following the suggestions. When you do that, you're going to start seeing things happen. You can alter course if you're moving, but if you're standing still, you're not going to alter anything.
Is this helpful?
Thank you. I'm
Let's
done.
give Dr. Terry Wager a round of applause. He is a millionaire building millionaires. And you can
Walter,
get
that was
access
like
to Terry
a
on
mic
Alchemist
drop
Nation.
ending line from Terry.
Go ahead, Mitch. What was
I
it?
said that was like a mic drop ending line from Terry right there. Just like boom. To add to some of the answers, and this I think is helpful for anyone that doesn't know the resource. So when Sharon asked about is somewhere like a safe area, this, that, and the other thing, I mean, obviously the more intimate you can be with an area, the better. But for people that are investing out of state, especially, you want to start with the data. You know what I mean? So you can just look at crime stats. So if you go to like city-data, you can get everything from population growth to crime stats to you name it. So, anytime I'm looking at a new market, that's the first thing I go to just to get a gauge for it. And then from there, I can start digging in. I know a lot of people use that site. I just dropped the link into the chat. But yeah, I mean, it's a quick way to look. It's like, where's it ranked just in terms of crime within the state, within the county, and so on. And then same thing with population growth. I always look at if population growth is declining, I'm not going to be super excited. I like to see population growth. You talked about a growing market, then yeah, you're going to want to see population growing. But if it's a cash flow market, you want to see it at least staying flat. Like me personally, I invest in cash flow markets, and most of the markets I'm in, the population hasn't moved. It doesn't go up, doesn't go down. It's like who lives there stays there. No one leaves, no one comes. It's just steady, but it's a cash flow market. So, know the market you're investing in, and just, leverage that data, and then leverage the resources and put in multiple offers. Like that's not uncommon. There's people that put in one offer that's an all cash offer, and then they'll put a financed offer, and they'll be at different prices because obviously, in that instance, cash is king. Cash is not trash in that instance. So everything is situational and perspective.
I love it. Let's give Mitch Chorsky a round of applause. Mitch knows he's been trading stocks as a professional trader for the last 20 years. And now is into crypto and also owns a bunch of real estate. And so when it comes to, the difference between what to do and how to do it, Mitch has a very good scope on these assets, these investments. Sharon, was that helpful? I see Mike's hand up. Go ahead, Mike.
Just put in the chat, but a good book on this type of analyzing a city is Ken McElroy's The ABCs of Real Estate Investing. It goes into all the different things you can look at to analyze a property, even if you don't live there. So that's a great book. Yep.
And for everybody who's watching on Facebook Live right now, I apologize. And if you're on YouTube, I forgot to hit the right streaming button for all the platforms. So the original stream is recorded and it'll be posted on alchemistnation.com probably within the next 48 hours. And I'll make sure that it's on there so that you have access to it. So thank you for your patience and understanding. For everybody else on the call, you get access to ask us questions. And I see some of our friends that we met at 10X. Natalie, what's up? Good to see you. I see some of the people we're hanging out with at 10X. Kimberly Rodriguez is on. Melanie's here. Mitch is here. Darina, obviously, I was hanging with. And I know your spouses are all around listening in the background. So it's good to have you guys at live events with us. Live events where all the money's made, man. It's the speakers. It's the energy. It's the people in the room. It is the network. We were talking about your net worth is your network. Your network that you're gaining access to. I gained so many powerful people at 10X, and it set my goal even higher for the 100 Millionaire Summit coming in October 1st to the 23rd. I can't wait to put 100 millionaires in the room with 900 other attendees who are future millionaires. Hands to the camera if you know there's going to be millionaires or future millionaires in the room. That's the room to be in. That's the room to make all the money, all the cash you want is sitting in that room. They have access to it. You'll have access to it. So if you haven't booked your tickets already for the 100 Millionaire Summit, you can go to 100mmsummit.com and book them today. The VIP tickets just went up again in price. As we sell more, the price increases. This is a limited VIP opportunity. There are only 30 tickets. We only have 25 left. There are 6 months left before the summit. 6 months left before we are there. Who knows? I'm going to sell 25 tickets within the next 6 months. Yeah. So the price goes up every month, $500 per month. Right now we're at $2,000. I told Darina that we probably should be $2,500 already. Who knows? That's probably true. It probably is going to have to in order to slow down before the end of the, yes, but whatever. Darina says this is what we're doing. So this is what we're doing. The tickets will be $5,000 a month before the summit. And my guess is they'll be sold out before that. Who here's already bought their ticket, has already claimed their spot at the summit? Awesome. Let's give our smart people who like to get a good deal a round of applause. Early bird special. It's very good to save money if you know you're going to do something and it makes sense to be there. Lock it in. The VIPs get a very special situation. You and I will be training a whole extra day together. That day will be all about building teams. It will be setting the culture of your company so it grows and builds without you. And it will also be talking about time management. So that first day on Thursday is only for the VIPs. Hands to camera if you know that alone is worth it. Oh yeah. And then you get lunch with me. It's really cool. You can go to the website, check out all the cool stats. So today we talked about focusing on your net worth. We talked about focusing and tracking your net worth. This is one of the easiest things that you can do to become a millionaire. One of the easiest things you can do to get passive income. And I know that it's also one of the easiest things not to do. And so I have patience with myself if I forget, but I never miss. I never go a week without checking my net worth. Darina knows I check it daily. I would never want to miss an opportunity. I check my net worth daily. It doesn't take me very long, 10, 15 minutes tops, but that's what we multimillionaires do. We know where we stand so we can make moves. Hands to the camera if you know, the more you track, the more you focus on your net worth, the more you get. Yes. Now, I'm not just looking at where it is. I'm looking at what I want to buy. I'm looking at how do I get there? How do I get to what I want? How do I acquire it? I'm looking at where I'm at, just, quick, short. Okay, this is, where it is. How do I get to where I'm looking to go? Hands can if you commit to doing your net worth this week. Awesome. Go to alchemistnation.com, go to the tools resources, and click on the net worth tracker. You can go and do your net worth tracker there. If you have a bigger, more robust one, knock yourself out, share it with me. I like to see what you've got, what you're using, if it's a better tool. For everybody who knows that they have to raise capital in the future, go to bethebank.alchemistnation.com, or you can go to alchemistnation.com and just click on Be the Bank. I want to see you at the event so that you can start teaching others how to passively invest in your deals. And it's can't feel that's valuable. It's going to be cool. Excellent. So coaches, if there is anything you want to share, I know Mike's jumping off, so let's give Mike a big round of applause. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, so I just wanted to talk about the magic of the net worth tracker. Okay, so for people that are, seasoned the disc profile, yes, it's numbers, but for me, it's like magical. Something that you cannot explain starts to happen when you do your net worth tracker every week. Somehow opportunities start showing up. Money, checks come in the mail. People give you money. All sorts of crazy things happen. So the net worth tracker is way beyond the 5 or 10 minutes it takes to update it. Something happens. It happened to me. When you focus, what you focus on grows. Whatever that whole thing, Walter. It expands.
What you
And
focus
so-
on, you get more of. What you think about, you bring about. What you what you track, you get more of. What you focus on expands. Mike, we're on it.
Yeah. So you get the general idea. So I challenge you, do your network tracker and then tell us what magical thing happened, because I swear to God, it's like the universe, God, something. It's so awesome. So I highly recommend the net worth tracker, and that's what I got today. So
Awesome.
peace.
Let's give Mike a round of applause. Doug McGurk, you are the king of stage speaking and communication, but you're also an NLP practitioner. I don't know if you're able to jump on the call really quickly, but I'd like to get your take on how we can program our subconscious mind to want to do the net worth tracker.
Yeah, sorry. My Zoom is, I don't even know if you can hear me. My Zoom is, I updated my OS system and it screwed up my Zoom. Can you
We
hear
hear
me?
you loud and clear, brother.
All right. So sorry about that. And oh, by the way, I'm a master practitioner and trainer of NLP. I just want to make that distinction. It's a whole nother level. But I digress. The idea here is really question your relationship with what you're feeling, what's your relationship with the net worth tracker, or, to Terry's point, your relationship with making offers or any of that. So our goal here is to reframe our experience, our relationship with the tracker. And there are plenty of ways we can do that. One of them is obviously doing some other than conscious work with some guided hypnotic meditations, which you could find at maximizeyourmindset.com. But really, the truth is we want to sense and feel where that resistance is. And the work that I would do with you is to help you figure out how you do that, and then figure out what are the things that you do well, that you are excited about, and notice the difference in the relationship, and then apply what works for you to do the things that you do well, that you are excited about, that you want to make happen, to then shift that over to what are some things that maybe you are not as excited to do, and be able to transform your relationship with the net worth tracker, with making offers, with getting the money, whatever the challenge that you're facing is. At the end of the day, it's all inside your head, and you're out of alignment with your desired outcome. And that's all I say about that.
Let's give Doug McGurk a round of applause. He's still got his sound effects.
Yeah, still got that. I just no video, or you're all stuck, I'm stuck. It's driving me bananas.
So I see a question in chat. Paul Freitas asks, what do you guys think of wholesaling? I want to, but I'm not as confident to start or have them fill out a contract when I'm working with a motivated seller. It seems easy, but I know there's different regulations. I'm a licensed agent in Tampa, Florida here, so I've been actively looking. So one, Paul, I also live in Tampa, Florida. So cool. When we do a live meetup or one of the connections, you'll have to come out and hang out with us, get a selfie. And then as far as wholesaling, it's a great strategy and skill set to learn, but it cannot be the only thing you learn. You must be focused on building wealth and buying the properties yourself. But the off market side, like if a deal came through and you saw an opportunity to make more money as a wholesaler versus an agent, you'd be a fool not to, right? Lock it down, buy the contract, and then sell it to somebody else. The only time you get in trouble legally with wholesaling is if you find the buyer first and then wholesale to them. But as a licensed agent, you're perfectly safe with doing those things. So as far as letting them know that you're an agent, that's the only requirement. When you walk into a person's house and you have first contact, you have to let them know you're a licensed agent. And the easiest way to do that, my licensed agents already know, is because I am a licensed agent, is I just let them know, hey, by the way, I am a licensed real estate agent, which means I have to do everything morally, ethically, and legally. So even though I'm an investor and I'm here as an investor, I still have to follow the rules and regulations that the federal government has put in place for real estate agents. And I have to let you know that I'm considered sophisticated in real estate. And that's it. So, and so then because of that, they're like, oh my God, I got this guy by the hook. He has to do everything the right way. Right? I have to anyway. Might as well tell him that. And then they trust you more. So wholesaling is a great opportunity if you're already a licensed agent. And I just dropped in the chat the link to alchemistnation.com. Go to that link and drop in questions, ask questions, connect with people who might be interested in investing in Tampa. Hands the camera if you would invest in Tampa if the deal was a sweet deal. There was no getting around it. It was just the numbers worked. Crazy opportunity on Alchemist Nation. Just make sure it's a good deal when you're posting about it. And please use the deals section when making posts. Don't just randomly post stuff all over our feed. It gets annoying. So, and we'll move it anyway, but make sure that you're using the tags properly. I will do a training at some point this week about the specialties. I noticed there's like 600 people who don't have their specialty selected. So specialty is really important for being found in Alchemist Nation. And by the way, putting real estate as your specialty, boring. Nobody's going to contact you if it's just real estate. Be a real estate agent, be a wholesaler, be a fix and flip, be a lender, be something special in your specialty. So with that, Dr. Terry Wager, would you like to close us out of here? Unless Dorina wants to say something. If
Let's let Dorina say something first. If she wants.
Good morning, everyone. So,
and I, by the way, my goal was to end this at 11. So I apologize, guys. I love the questions. Hands the camera if you gain a value from the questions. If they help, awesome. Okay.
I'll be super quick about this principle. It took a little bit for me at the beginning to grasp it. And I totally understand all this procrastination where you're like, okay, I have to do it. But trust me, once you set it up, it may take you 20 minutes. And once you plug all the numbers and then you check once a week, it takes 5 minutes. And the book of the week has been very transformational for me 5 years ago. And that's actually a very special book because it kind of brought me and Walter together. That's how we met, because we went to the event of The Secrets to the Millionaire Mind in Boston, because we both read this book, and that book said, go to the event and meet all these millionaires, so become one. So definitely read it, even if you have $1, and use that dollar to split that in between your accounts. That's what the book is teaching. You have $2, use that $2. Don't dismiss any dollar. Every dollar counts to your net worth tracker. And definitely read it once a week until you really get it. You understand? And net worth tracker is easier than you think. So that's my biggest takeaway. And I'm a little bit sick, so I'm gonna sign off.
Let's give Dorina a round of applause.
A little bit getting well.
Hell yeah.
So now, the thing I think about with the net worth tracker or tracking and focusing on your net worth is money is not your net worth. There's money, there's relationships, there's mindset, there's emotions, there's spirituality, there's everything that you are goes into net worth, because It's about net. It's about everything. Holistic approach. And the way I'm thinking about it is, if you're paying attention to your money, that's great. But if you're only paying attention to your money, you're missing a lot. And so, as Doug was talking about, we're talking about awareness. And when we begin to become more aware of where we're getting in our way, who we're hanging out with, who we can help, all of those things start to build us in our net worth. And yes, of course you want to pay attention to your money, because if you're not, you're being stupid. Don't be dumb. We want to pay attention to our money, because when we focus on our money, we're going to be able to see where it goes. We're going to have the awareness of what we're doing. Most people are ignorant to that and not wanting to look at it because they're afraid they don't have enough. And it's a scarcity mindset. And the fact of the matter is, it brings me to something I said in the chat, or something I told Walter to say in the chat earlier, which is people are putting books to download. Scarcity. Buy the books. Invest in yourself. Buy the programs. Invest in yourself. Because what you invest in, you start to grow. What you steal, you're stealing from yourself. So invest. Invest in yourself. Buy the books. They're freaking $12, $15. It's not a big deal. Start to be in the flow of life. Start to pay attention to your life. Start to be a part of the group, contributing to the group, not taking from the group, whatever way it is, because that's what this is all about. It's about coming together and helping everyone become more. That's when you start to see your life grow.
That is another mic drop from Dr. Terry Wager. Let's give him a round of applause. It is about the abundance. What can you give? What can you give? I got tricked on some calls this week from the people from 10X. By the way, who knows, you follow up with those people, right? You meet people at a success event like the 100 Millionaire Summit or Mission to Millions coming up. You meet them, you follow up with those relationships. We went to 10X and we knew we were there for the community. We were there to network. Man, like, I got tricked a couple times on the phone this week. A couple guys were like, hey, so tell me about what you do. Man, I'm supposed to say that. My response is simple. I'm on a mission to build 100 millionaires, inspire to build 100 millionaires, but this call is really about you. I want to learn more about what you're doing. Hence, Karen, if you got to know what your USP is so you can get back to listening to what they want, find out what they're looking for, right? If they ask you, cool, no problem. You got it out first. That's fine. You know, one bullet in the chest. It's all right. But I'm going to make sure that the rest of this call is all about you, because you might be that next leverage tool or person or relationship that makes my life even better. The people that you want to hang with, or the people that have the assets that you're looking to acquire, you've got to serve them first. You've got to create some reason why they want to work with you. And trust me, I've been hanging out with a lot of you for a long time. You're very valuable. There's a lot that you have to give. Be willing to give it up without receiving anything. You know, be willing to serve a little bit, be willing to share a little bit before there's any kind of contract on what you might make or get or gain. Because it's that serving, giving, you got to work for free mentality first that is going to help you get to the next level. And by the time you get there, you won't even notice. You'll be like, man, I can't believe all this money's coming in. This is so cool. alchemistnation.com. The whole point is to build your net worth, build your income. The side effect is you end up pretty happy with a really cool life, with a lot of cool friends who want to see you do well, who are supporting you and growing. And for everybody who helped us this month get to 700 members, I want to give you a round of applause. All of our ambassadors, the people who are inviting people to Alchemist Nation, using your affiliate links or not, but the people who use your affiliate links, I can see the results. I love it. Use those ambassador links so that I can see who's supporting us, who's growing the mission. And by the way, everybody else can see too. It's important, by the way, to get to that gold status, because the gold status has a special gift at the summit. The person who, I see a few people who are getting close to 100 referrals. Those people will be receiving an award at the summit. And Scam, if you know, you want to be one of those. 100 Millionaire Summit, that stage is designed to embrace and encourage building millionaires. Yeah, I know, Terry. I'm the same way. Half the time, I'm just like, go to alchemistnation.com. So there's a lot of people who join who never went through an ambassador link. But when we're texting, we can use our links. I did a TikTok video this week because Terry asked me, hey, how do I do it? And I said, man, I'm just going to turn this into a TikTok video. And Skip, you already saw one of those videos, right? Do you like that?
The funny thing is I was like, go to alchemistnation.com. And I was like, wait a minute. No, I think I can actually give you a link so they know it's through me. And then I was like, shit, how do I do this? So I was like, nah, just go to alchemistnation.com. And then I texted you going, just tell me how to do this so I know how to do it. So thank you.
15 seconds and you'll know how to do it now. Thanks to Dr. Tara Wager asking the question. Powerful questions not only serve the person asking, they serve everybody in Alchemist Nation. So thank you for your questions. Thank you for your commitment to your success, for your desire to build wealth. There's a lot of people out there who would never, ever jump on a call called the 52 Weeks to Wealth. And so to each one of you, I salute you. Cheers to your success. When you have a choice, always work with the best.
The best.
I'll see you on the next call, and I'll see you at the bank. And for everybody in the mastermind, I'll see you at 12 o'clock. Alchemist Mastermind members, Mastery members, I will see you there. Cheers. Go get some lunch.